We decided we were going to have Ben Shapiro come to campus. We thought Ben is a very articulate conservative of conservative values, and he does a lot of these speaking tours, and he's fun to watch.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How you doing today?
Yeah, doing okay.
A little chilly, but it's November, right?
Seems like a lot of security for an event with no protesters.
Ben Shapiro attempted to show up at DePaul to speak there. He was met with a line of security guards who told him, "You're not allowed to take another step on campus or you'll be arrested for trespassing."
The speech that I was giving was about free speech, and they are tolerant enough to ban it. So that was exciting.
It's unbelievable. You were not allowed to speak about free speech.
Imagine being told you can't speak about free speech on a college campus. That's exactly what happened to Ben Shapiro at DePaul University, where he faced a line of security guards ready to arrest him for simply exercising his rights. What does this mean for our freedom to express controversial ideas?
So, just to be clear, if I attempt to enter that hall right there, sit down just to listen to somebody speak, or if I attempt to ask a question or to engage in free speech, you will have me arrested.
At this point, sir.
Students across the political spectrum are angry with DePaul University's decision not to allow a conservative writer and commentator to speak at an on-campus event. Ben Shapiro is founder of the website The Daily Wire and a frequent lecturer on college campuses. DePaul denied a request by a conservative student group to host Shapiro, citing security concerns.
So we told the university, who said, hey, we would like to have Ben Shapiro come on this date. We waited a few days, and eventually they got back to us, and they told us that due to security concerns, Ben Shapiro cannot come.
The DePaul Young Americans for Freedom, a conservative group that invited Shapiro to campus, accused the university of stifling right-leaning speech.
Let him speak.
Ben, you're the
How are you,
man.
sir?
Free country.
Sure.
Step over here for a minute.
Oh. How are you?
I'm the head of public safety.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. You know that you weren't registered, whatever, for the group didn't register you for the event. They have strict things, so you're not allowed, into the event.
Well, I mean, YAF did inform you that I was coming as a speaker, as a person sitting in the audience, as well as a member of Christina Hoff Summers' team. So I'm not sure what other standards are necessary. I'm also wondering exactly why it's so necessary to keep me personally out.
We're just following protocol, sir.
Well, why is your protocol to keep me specifically out?
What country protocol? Soviet Union or?
The crux of the controversy lies in the clash between two fundamental principles: the right to free speech and the responsibility to maintain campus safety.
I'm gonna step over here to the side.
Well, I'm happy to do it right here if you'd like. I mean, I don't think this needs to be private.
The bottom line is it's private property, okay? Proper procedures weren't followed, and you're not going to be allowed.
So am I to understand that if I take 3 steps forward, you'll attempt to have me arrested?
If you create a problem and you will not, leave the campus, yes.
On one side, supporters of Shapiro argue that DePaul's actions were a blatant violation of his First Amendment rights. They contend that by preventing Shapiro from speaking, the university not only censored a conservative voice, but also undermined the very essence of what a university should represent: a space for the free exchange of ideas, no matter how contentious.
You showed up there to make a point about free speech, and you were arrested. Now, does this have any public dollars coming its way, this university?
On the other side, DePaul University and its defenders argue that the decision was necessary to avoid potential conflicts and ensure the safety of all students. Given the highly charged political climate and the history of protests at similar events, they maintain that allowing Shapiro to speak posed an unacceptable risk. From this perspective, the university's primary obligation is to protect its students, even if that means restricting certain forms of expression.
I don't know. It's a private university, which is why I didn't actually just attempt to walk right past security. If it's a public university, then I would have done so under my First Amendment rights. It's a private university. So once they'd made clear that I would be arrested if I took 2 steps forward.
In the wake of the controversy, Shapiro did not remain silent. Instead, he found an alternative venue just a few blocks away from DePaul, where he delivered his speech to an audience of students who had walked out of the original event.
I'm glad in a city that has some 4,000 shootings to this date, you have 30 members of security just for a 5'9", 165 Jewish guy. This may be a mild allocation of resources. Well, okay. Well, if that's the way we're going to do this, then we'll just do the event elsewhere, folks. So follow us.
The interesting thing about this was the university has consistently maintained and still maintain that they're not banning Ben Shapiro because of what he actually says, but they're using the sort of security excuse to ban him from coming because probably what he actually says.
DePaul University is a private Catholic research university in Chicago, Illinois. Originally named St. Vincent's College, DePaul University was founded in 1898 by the Congregation of the Mission Priests and Brothers known as the Vincentians. The university takes its name from the 17th century French priest Saint Vincent de Paul. He founded the university to serve children of Catholic immigrants. Student enrollment grew from 70 in 1898 to 200 in 1903 in what is now the Lincoln Park neighborhood of Chicago. In 1998, it became the largest Catholic university in terms of enrollment in North America.
So once they'd made clear that I would be arrested if I took 2 steps forward, then what I did instead is Christina Hoff Sommers, who joined me at this lecture, she actually Skyped me into the lecture hall, and then we told everybody in the lecture hall to get up and walk out, and we all walked over to a theater that was about 3 blocks away and did the event anyway.
Do you believe Ben Shapiro's rights were violated, and do you think DePaul was justified in refusing him entry? Please share your thoughts in the comments.